5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Are you sitting comfortably?
What do you want me to say?
Then we'll begin.
I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
So, Steve, what fond memories do you have of these people? Are they your friends?
The force of gravity makes you want to move. It runs up your body and
Stop playing with that radio of yours. I'm trying to get to sleep. From the album Odyssey and Oracle, the time of the season of the zombies. One more track to go. Actually, two more tracks for the news. All over the place this evening, as ever. Let's have some of this. I think it's high time we play some news. It is 9 minutes past the 8. It's the longest day, and it certainly feels like in the studio this evening. Let's have a bit of news. Why not? So it says it all kicked off yesterday as Ron Ascot, of course, is Ron Ascot Week. As fashionistas, I'm a fashionista, of course, for splitting my Phluid FM t-shirt this evening, say women will wear trousers. This week, as style gurus say knickers to posh frocks. For the first time ever, women have been urged to ditch fancy dresses and don swanky trouser suits at the 5-day festival that started yesterday. According to the Royal Ascot Lookbook, the style Bible for an attend the Berkshire Bash, statement blazers, tapered trousers and standout suits are in vogue. It is in contrast to designer dresses usually worn at a posh event. I used to live in Berkshire a few years ago. We went there on a Wednesday evening. I think this evening, an evening card. We saw the Queen. She's so diddy. Well, she was so diddy. She's probably diddier now. It seems here that we are really a nation of dog lovers. Says this report here. 46% of us prefer dogs, compared to 30% who favour cats. 80% of people who own a dog say their pet makes them feel happier. Speaking of dogs, speaking of animals, dream job alerts here. It says you can now apply to be a dog nanny for two lovely pups in Kensington, London. And you'll be paid £100,000. The living role would require you to provide unparalleled care and attention to the dogs, treating them as valued members of the family. As per the job description, this includes feeding, grooming and ensuring they receive regular exercise and playtime. So we do for any dog. It doesn't say who's put this advert out there. I mean, Kensington, 100,000, got some bit of money, surely, hasn't it? And two more to go. 1 in 3 of us admits to throwing rubbish out of a car while driving. Don't do it. It's bloody disgusting. Well, a bit cornish there, but it's disgusting. Top of the list are cigarette butts, gum, crisp bags, and water. What's wrong with these people? They face £60 fines. No, charge them £6,000 and shoot them. There's nothing worse, isn't it? For some of them chucking their crap out the window. And speaking of drivers, it says here it takes just 10 weeks for the first driver to develop bad habits after passing their test. It says here the earliest flaws are not holding the wheel 10 to 2 position, which is late dash what's gone vision, what's quarter to 3, 10 to 2. Don't be doing push-pull, it might just my head in, push-pull. And fail check their mirrors while manoeuvring. 40% of women today develop bad habits after passing their test, against 32% of men. Let us have some more music. That was the news. This is Shaggy.
Mr. Bombastic.
He's bombastic.
We order some bombastic, rombastic, semi-fantastic.
We have Shaggy there, Mr. Bombastic. Big shout out to Alan Plum in the chat room this evening, saying his wife has taken full advice to the longest day. She has got him Creosote in the fence. There you go, you see. It is time for a bit of new music. Here we go, our little logo for. We have some new music coming up. We've got a couple of new acts on the roster this evening. Kicking us off this evening, first of all, is the Bombay Bicycle Club with their track My Big Day. A little bit of information about Bombay Bicycle Club. They are an English rock band from Crouch End. In London, you know, Crouch End. They've got a new album, mate. Wait though until the 20th of October for their new album. In the meantime, this is their new track. This is My Big Day.
You don't need to look so appalled. I take care of it all. It's medicinal. Don't pick up, I just called to say I'm happy as can be. I'm melting away. Don't get mad at me. I'm just sleeping lightly. 'Cause it's my big day and I'm wasting it away gladly. Aerosols drifting through the halls at high decibels. Have I really lowered the bar? Or am I working hard? Inspirational.
We have indeed new music tonight. That was My Big Day, the Bombay Bicycle Club. And you may well have seen my dinner has just come in. Very, very lucky to have a couple of budding chefs in the house. This was made by Tamara this evening. Not quite sure, it's lovely. It's very, very nice indeed. Our next new track this evening, our new band, if you like, bit of new music, is a band called New Dad. And the track's called Break In. Now, basically, New Dad found their name by using a random band name generator on Tinterweb. They're from Galway, as an incidental, but so I tried the band name generator the other day. You got to put a few bits and bobs into it, and got these suggestions after asking, say, a few salient questions. The first suggestion was No Rest for the DJs. The second one was the Beer Sheeps. But I gotta say, my personal favourite, gonna be headlining at a concert and a venue near you very soon, is Cornwall Thunder Sausage. And you can get to generate a song for you as well. It generated a song called An Odd Kind of DJ. There's no argument with that, really, is there? I may well record An Odd Kind of DJ by the Cornwall Thunder Sausage in the upcoming weeks, but in the meantime, this is a band called New Dad, and this is a song called Break In.
Haven't felt much in quite a while.
That's our new music for this evening. That was from a band called New Dad, and like I said, they are from Galway. We got a bit of music in a second, but we're going to do a bit of this because it is Glasgow this weekend. There's bound to rain, of course, down in Pilton. They might be lucky, you never know. We're going to do Glastonbury this evening. We're not going to do new music, let's have some of this. Let's have the name back on the screen, of course. We're going to do Glastonbury in numbers. It says here £1. The entrance fee at the first festival in 1970, headlined by Mark Bolan. Today, folks, it's 280 quid. Let's do some random ones. 27 minutes, apparently it says, is how long it takes typically for tickets to sell out. 39 is the average age of a festival attendee. 399 is the typical spend by a festival goer on everything from travel to food. I've got to say, I saw the price of their beer this evening. Good God. 430 cows normally roam the land, which has been farmed by the Evis family for the last 150 years. 2019 was the last year the festival was staged. The headliners include Stormzy. 4,000 toilets are on hand with at least 2,500 miles of toilet roll to be used. There are also 850 water points. 55,000 tents are to be taken onto the site, with 99% be taken home after the festival. I've got to argue with that one. You see when they go, the crap they leave. £200,000 is how much top acts can be paid for their sets. I do believe Elton John is headlining on Sunday night. 300,000, that's the number of people that attended the festival back in 1994, which was the festival's record year. 21 million people will watch some of the 35 hours of the BBC's coverage of Glastonbury, myself included. Speaking of, did you see the Isle of Wight Festival the other night, Mr. Robbie Williams? Oh, and I've got a grey, he's getting old, he's knocking on a bit, isn't he? He had to stop halfway through because he's worn out. 30 million is how much it costs organisers the EVIS to stage the event, from equipment hire to security. And finally, folks, £100 million is how much the festival is worth annually to local businesses and charities. Let's have one more track before we hit the new country section. My son's probably going to pop in for this one. Will's chose one of these, I chose the other. We're going to play Mardy Bum in the meantime, the Arctic Monkeys. Well, there you go, argumentative, they got the face on. That is, it was Arctic Monkeys with Mardy Bum. If you're northern, you know what I mean, Mardy. Let's have some of this. So I've got my son this evening. He's chosen one country track this evening. Tell us a bit about it, Wills.
This is Freight Train, the remix. Quite a old song, I believe.
What's it all about?
It's about a freight train.
Obviously.
A diesel locomotive, as they say on there.
The genre.
It is a country western song. I guess it's a bit of a high tempo sort of song.
It's like a bit of a garage music version.
It's an EDM remix.
That's what I'm trying to think of. What is the name? So
EDM
it's
remix,
electro dance music country version.
This is a new genre called Ye-EDM.
That's the one. I'm trying to think what it's called. Ye-EDM.
Y-E-E-D-M.
Y-E-D-M.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. This
is Freight Train. This is the remix. This is of our group called Underdog. Will's chose it, so if it's no good, you can blame him. Freight Train, baby. She's a diesel locomotive, so it says. That is a track called Underdog. Well, it's by Underdog. And a bit more of this in the meantime. A bit more of this underneath this. We have still got Wills hiding in the studio in the back of the microphone. He's waving. He's gone silent all of a sudden. We have got a few people on the chat room this evening. Big shout as ever to Mr. Hugh Janus. I'm sure I say that's a funny name, that one. Alan Plum has been Alan Plum's gone, but apparently Alan Plum's wife has got him creosote in the fence this evening. Sandy's in. Sandy's been very quiet in the chat room, but she is there nevertheless. So we'll be shout to Sandy. Who have we got in the Mixcloud chat room? No one's really talking this evening. They're listening. They're not really saying a great deal, but never mind. There you go. What do you know? Bass Drive's back in the house. He's got things under control. He says here, our friends the Scribes, Andy Quick and the Land of Giants are all playing this weekend at Glasgow. I looked at the lineup last week for Glasgow, and I'm sure there's a local Liscard station providing a DJ. There's a DJ called DJ Shit. Big shout out to a couple of guys on Facebook. There, give some shout outs down there. There's also Andy Quick and the Scribes television for Wills there. Is in our video archive. And also Andy Quick live at the box. He's everywhere, Andy Quick. He's a quick man, he's everywhere. He's at the box in Plymouth. We have got Wills is losing the plot this evening. This is how live radio works. We've got another track coming up. Will's got me into this country music. We've got the EDM just now. So I thought, right, I shall see your freight train, my friend, and I shall raise you my truck. This is the Redneck Social Club. I've got to say, it does what it says on the tin. It's about their truck, basically. Well, I did say it's about his truck. He loves his truck. He can do many things in his truck, and he'll rhyme with truck apparently, but as you know, he's harder than a larder. We still have Will's with us this evening. Actually, Tammy's provided the food this evening. What was it again? Was this food we provided this evening?
Today we had pork aubergine. Said that weirdly, didn't I?
Pork aubergine.
Pork aubergine.
Pork with aubergines.
Parmigiana with mini roasties and balsamic pea shoot salad.
Well, there you go. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. Let's have a bit. Let's have some of this. A bit more. This. So a bit earlier we did indeed mention we're running out of time to see. There's lots of stuff I can't do. I'm gonna next week. I'm gonna do actually food we hate without trying. Do it next week, and the pet peeves we'll move to next week. But we did some dad jokes earlier, and Will's, being the son of a dad, has got another dad joke for us, so we can provide that right now.
I do, yeah. So it was back when the Grand Nationals were on. I went into the bet shop and my mate told me, best horse to bet on is Creosote. I said, why is that? Good over fences.
Oh, dearie me. Like I said earlier, we need one of these tissues or whap, whap, whap. One of those. Speaking of, I mean, Creosote, very, very salient, of course, because Mr. Alan Plum, of course, on earlier, apparently he says his wife as he calls her, has gotten Creosote in the fence on the longest day. So what are you doing on the longest day? Let us know. Sandy in the chat room is waiting for Angela, apparently. So while she waits for Angela, let's play a bit of Bruce Springsteen. Mr. Bruce Springsteen there, he's on fire. Wills is on fire this evening with the dad jokes. Let's have some of this. Bit in the background. It's the Bill, of course, because his jokes he needs arresting for, and basically doing for his dad jokes. Stephen did the one about the horse called Creosote just now. Well, he's got another one, apparently, about horses.
I do.
Go on.
I'm full of them today, of the horse ones.
You're full of something.
So I went into the betting shop the other day.
Again?
I can't remember which one it was, but it was a local one.
Does it make lads broke?
It certainly does, yeah. Especially when this happens. So I went in there, and my mate was in there. I see him in there quite frequently, and he...
This guy Johnny, is it? He likes a tipple, doesn't he?
I think he was, actually.
Likes a tipple
I think it might have been him, yeah.
His bucket hat.
So he said, I'll give you a hint. Best horse to bet on, Landfill.
Really?
Turns out it was a rubbish tip. He lost.
Oh, dear. I'll tell you what, though, if you go down to the tip, some are better than others, and I always find it's best to look first before you go on TipAdvisor. We've got one more track to go, and then we're going to go, I think. I fancy a bit of a sea shanty this evening. We're down by the sea. Well, sort of almost, aren't we, really? We're not far from the sea. It's going to be the Wellerman. Well, there you go. That was the Wellerman, of course. A little bit of history about that. I used to do a show, a few shows actually on a radio station back in Berkshire, back a few years ago. Did an 80s show, back to the 80s. That was a big hit, of course, and a live, they're all live shows, of course. A show, Saturday Sport, 3 hour sports show in the afternoon, with originally the late great Lord Leadbeater, my little sidekick for 3.5-4 years, and then latterly a guy called Larry, Mr. Ian Lamb, joined me on the on ones and twos for 3 hours in the afternoon doing a live sport. Well, my final show there, it's very, very emotional because I've been doing a show for a number of years, a number of people. And we did. I've got a recording of it somewhere. Me and Lammy singing the Wellerman. And we signed the lyrics at the end of it. And it was very, very good, very emotional, very, very sad to leave the sports show. And they haven't ever reproduced a sports show ever since. They are still bereft of a sports show. Bass Driver's been on this evening and said the guy Wellerman sounds like Willie from Swamp People. I'm not sure that's a compliment or an insult. Sandy, not quite sure what's chat room Sandy's in. She's asked if I've spoken to Angela this evening. Don't know who Angela is. Come back to me on that one. Let's all go on to Mixcloud. We still got listeners on Mixcloud this evening. We still got no one talking on Mixcloud, but they're listening. If you could wave, say hello, that'd be really, really good. I've got to say, we are nearly at the end. There's been a few technical trials this last couple of weeks, but I tell you what, we prevail. We do prevail because that's what we do. Oh, hang on.
Last orders at the bar.
You know, I kind of knew that's going to happen. It happens this time every single week. We get last orders called, so it really is, I think, nearly time to go. As ever, thanks for listening, and make sure you join me again same time next week for much, much more of the same. We have got Wall of Pain tomorrow evening from 7 o'clock. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be a repeat of last week. I got the graphics for last week. They come over a bit late. What did we have? I can't find it now. It's on my screen here somewhere. If you're watching this, it'll make sense. If it doesn't, it make no sense at all. Here we go. If you're watching on live, it says the Neil Walls and Steve Prout. This is the wall of much pain last week. We prevailed. We got through this. It may well be this time tomorrow night you'll catch myself, Neil Walters and Leo, and no, Craigie. So I've got Angela. This is next week, Sandy. We've got Angela next week. She is the lady of the owner of the stolen dogs that are much talked about on social media and in this area. We have got Angela on this time next week. We're going to devote a good 15-20 minutes to her and her missing dogs, Margie and Ruby. It is a 2nd year anniversary next week certainly. Can't imagine if you're a dog owner what you would go through if your dogs go missing or get stolen. So make sure you tune in this time next week for much more of that. We have got her up, in fact, on the. Let's do that. While we're remembering this, we shall pop it up on the screen, because if you know what these dogs are, they're all over social media, so you can go anywhere over social media and find this information. If you can find them, they've been missing for nearly 2 years. End their heartbreak. You can call 07974 950 768 or 07787 410 987, or call Crime Stoppers 0800 555 111. They are chipped. They are microchipped. Little terriers, little sweet little terriers. And I'll say, owner of 2 dogs myself, you can't begin to imagine what Angela is going through. But more on that this time next week when we have Angela live on the phone on the show. We are going to play out, as we ever do, on a bit of a disco theme. It is McFadden and Whitehead, and there is no stopping us now. We're going to rock and roll. Thank you to everyone listening and tuning in this evening. Make sure to jump on social media. Look out these dogs if you can help. Let them know, let us know, let anybody know. McFadden and Whitehead there. That is it for this evening. Again, thanks for listening, and join me again same time next week for much more of the same. We get Angela on to help her find her missing dogs. The number is still on the screen. Check on social media. She'll be on around 7:30 this time next week. Make sure to tune in for any more of our uptake. We got Wolfie, Rolfie. He is on 5 till 7. Rockabilly Revival Monday evenings. We've got the Wall of Pain show from somewhere tomorrow night. Could be here, could be the Scott Studio. We never know. But I will catch you myself on Prout Side Out.